work session to order. First thing I would like to cover are the minutes from the last meeting.
I move we approve them.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve last meeting minutes and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And we have one tabled application still, nothing on that, or?
I believe we are going to see something on it next month.
Great.
And in all likelihood, we include removing the shed from the discussion because they had to redesign the property and move the house further to the east. So there's no room for the shed on the property any longer, so.
Okay, but they'll still need a variance for the residents?
For the house, yes.
How much does that change the application? I mean, would that change the scope of the hearing?
Yeah, it just, you're deleting part. I mean, it already says that there's for single-family residence was less setback. I mean, they could effectively withdraw the second part of it at the hearing too, so.
But I just wonder whether the factors on the variance for the house change. I don't know.
Especially since we already did secret, I think, for that too, didn't we? I feel like we did.
Well, we didn't do it. Planning
Sure.
board did it because it was a type
Okay.
1.
So
and
what
to
would
go-
be,
to
what
go
would be
to your-
different about the variance for the house, if anything?
Especially if they're moving it.
Make it bigger.
Well,
Oh, I see.
we did have the one resident to the east who came out and spoke against the application, and now the residents will be closer to them than what was originally proposed versus the shed being close to them. And
Will you renotice it? Will it be republished?
okay,
Or will it be heard? Because
I mean, if we
was it even heard? I don't remember if it was
yes,
heard.
we did hear it, yes.
Why don't you two talk offline so you have enough factual information to render an opinion to us as to whether or not we need to do a new public hearing? I'm a little bit concerned about that, and it's not that big a deal to have another hearing.
I would think we might want to if it, I mean.
All right, well,
because
let's-
it's enough, it sounds like
You
it's
guys
enough
are-
change that,
If it were just the shed out, but the house not changing,
yeah.
Fine.
That's what I thought originally, but.
They need to
No.
move the house further to the east to accommodate a larger
Yeah.
septic system.
Yeah, I think I would.
I think we need
I
to do
would
a new
redo it.
hearing.
Need
So
a
given-
motion on that?
Well, I don't know, I don't, then what do we do with this?
Did you close the hearing, or did you,
Yeah, we closed the hearing.
I don't know if I adjourned it or closed it, I don't know.
Dismiss it without prejudice.
And let him, yeah, that's a good idea. And not, if we can waive the filing fee. I would do that.
I'll make a motion.
Well, are you, I don't wanna do something that we can't undo it. Are we okay with that? If Mike makes a motion to deny without prejudice, and that passes, is there anything preventing him from getting it next month?
When Harold and I can talk in the break before the hearing, and then we can address this maybe right after the hearing tonight.
Okay,
There's no
Okay.
break.
there probably won't be a break between the application and deliberations.
Well, we could have one.
Well, if we have.
No,
to,
I'm talking
just
about
have
between
one.
work
Between
session
work
and
session.
It's
hearing.
like right now, for the
I
next
mean, yeah,
15
you got
minutes.
25 minutes
All right,
before,
well,
so.
so then, yeah, okay, we may even, yeah, so, that's good. That's good. And then, we can address it briefly afterwards. And if we have to end up tabling it again to give you guys more time to talk, so be it. Okay, so we have one application tonight. Seems pretty clear. Anybody have any questions for clarification on that?
The only thing I saw was 3 foot versus 6 foot.
Right,
I scaled it off to 3 feet.
Okay.
but is it one of these
Is it off the
instances
house?
where the applicant's just asking for more than necessary to be, better to be safe than sorry, or we don't know?
Well, when I scaled it, I went to the extreme of the step that's there,
Uh-huh.
right to the front of the step. So unless he's out there tape measuring, and I didn't tape measure, I just scaled it off the map.
Well, he's not just he's replacing what's there, but he's not doing it exactly, right? He's doing it bigger.
I didn't have that conversation on.
Okay, well, I mean, just look at the pictures, I mean, of what,
Yeah, but I think those are, just illustrative, right, those are images
Well,
of
I know, but illustrative, I mean, when you got 3 stairs instead of 2, obviously it's bigger. It's more distance.
He's saying 4 foot deep.
I don't know, I'll have to ask him.
Oh, well, that's,
Either way, yeah.
we'll have to address it anyway at the hearing, so, okay. Anything else on that one? Okay. Anything else to cover before? All right, well then, we'll recess the work session and we'll reconvene in about 20 minutes, a little more than 20 minutes for the public hearings. Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a regularly scheduled meeting of the Penfield Zoning Board of Appeals. Tonight's meeting is going to take place in 2 parts. The first part will be our public hearing. We will ask the applicant to come up to the podium and give us his name and address, and then explain to the board why the relief requested should be granted. Once the applicant is done with the presentation, board members will likely have some questions, and then we'll invite anyone in the audience to come up and speak about the application, also giving us name and address for the record. After the public hearing is adjourned, usually we take a brief recess and then we reconvene in the back of the room to deliberate on the applications, but since tonight we only have one application, we are going to go right through after the hearing and right into deliberation, so we will not be taking a recess. In any event, members of the public are certainly entitled to be present at both the hearings and the deliberations, although deliberations generally are times reserved for conversations amongst board members with staff, and also with council occasionally. Again, we only have one application, so I expect we'll be very brief tonight. But in the event that somebody wants to find out what happened with an application, they can call the Harold or Allison tomorrow to find out what action, if any, the board took on a particular item. I point out every month that the town has what we think is a very good practice to make sure no neighbors that live near applications are notified via postcard, via the internet, this television station. We make applicants post signs, and this is so neighbors will be more fully informed of their right to come in and speak about the application. We think it works well. Having said that, I'd ask everyone to rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much, and Harold, may we have the first application, please?
Application number 1, James Sytsma, 15 Wedgewood Drive, Penfield, New York, 14526, requests an area variance from Article 3-3-37-A of the code to allow the construction of a covered porch at 15 Wedgewood Drive. The property is owned by Heather Gebbie and James Sytsma and is zoned R-1-15. This is SBL number 124.17-2-20. This is application number 15Z-0029.
Hi.
Hello, I'm James Sytsma, and I live at 15 Wedgewood Drive. I'm just seeking a variance from the setback to allow the construction of a covered porch over an existing stoop. The stoop is approximately 6 feet wide, 4 feet deep, and I just plan to replace the existing rail system with 2 pillars or columns that go straight up to support just a covered roof over the area.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about the structure that you're gonna put on top? Is it gonna stick out beyond the steps at all? Because it looks like you were asking for 6 feet.
The stoop is about 4 feet deep,
Okay.
and the second story sticks out about 8 inches. And my plan or intention was to come off that about 4 feet so that it overhangs the bottom step by a little bit.
Okay, and then really no wider than your existing steps? The columns will probably be on the outside edges?
The columns are gonna be right where the railings are right now. I'm
Okay,
gonna
so right
use-
on the steps?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I want the roof to overhang just a little bit to give a little more protection from the elements.
Okay, and the roof won't go much higher than the window sill on the second story there?
I'm planning on having the peak right about on this line here of the siding.
Okay, okay. And you already said the width's not gonna be any wider. Any additional lighting that's gonna be on the outside of that?
I'm either gonna add another light over on this side, or maybe do a single pendant from the center.
But it would still be underneath, it wouldn't be on the outside of the structure, most likely. Is that what you're saying? It'd be covered.
If I put another one over here, I'm gonna measure the same distance,
Okay,
and it might be just a little outside of the roof coverage.
okay, so really no different than a house light.
Correct.
Okay. Any issues with your neighbors having something like that?
No.
Okay. And that's really all I have. Thank you.
Yeah, Danny,
Go ahead, Goose.
okay, are you gonna put railings on this?
The included picture I have here show the kind of railings I'm looking for. I kind of want a rather wide square column post, and then railings that come from the post to the side of the house.
Okay, and are you capable of matching the roof with the new roof with the existing tiles on your top roof?
The shingles, yes.
Yeah, shingles, I'm sorry. Okay, that's all.
Anybody else? Questions?
Yeah, just when was the house built, do you know?
The house was built in 1961.
61, and the stoop was there at that time.
Correct.
Okay, any other questions from the board? Anyone in the audience care to speak about this? Okay, thank you very much. The public hearing is now adjourned, and I'll entertain a motion.
Okay.
Sure.
So moved.
Okay. All right, we'll go right into deliberations now, and council, we don't have a note here, but I'm guessing that this would be a type 2
I think it is, yeah.
action.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to declare this a type 2 action with no further review.
Second.
Okay, so for seeker, we have a motion to declare this a type 2 action, and that no further action is necessary under seeker. We have a second to that, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now on to the merits of the application.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to grant the 6-foot variance. It's not a very substantial amount. If you look around the neighborhood, there's a lot of other homes that actually have covered entries, right within visual eyesight of this. In terms of any additional obstructions for sightline, there's not gonna be any. I think if anything, it'll make the home safer, being as that we are in a winter climate that has snow and things like that. It will keep it safer for the area as well.
We have snow here?
We do a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I second.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve the variance request, and a second, based upon those factors. Any further discussion?
Nope.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you're all set, congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything further to discuss?
Did we
we have to
discuss
table the other one?
anything about the tabled one?
Well, we have a tabled item, but that, last time, I think that we tabled that until further notice.
Harold and I spoke, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna wait to see
Okay.
what we get, if anything, from the application.
Any further information from the applicant? That makes sense. Anything else? Okay, well then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all very much. Good night.